Morning guys, I don't know how well this is going to work. We've got wind and the motorway in the background here. I've got my ugly hat on as well today because guess who forgot to take their hat out last night and dry it after Storm Kieran? Me. So I did have to go and grab my other hat out of the tackling because I wasn't about to wear a wet soggy hat for the rest of the day. I hope you're all alright after Storm Kieran. I know the poor Channel Islands and on the coast got absolutely battered. Some of the scenes, like the damage to the property, is unbelievable really. We just got lots of rain. We didn't really get the wind that was forecast. We just got a lot of rain, so everywhere is quite soggy, as you could see from my earlier clips. I thought we'd just have a little autumny start to the vlog. I love it down here because it just, the way the trees are, the colours and everything, I like it. I like it a lot. I was trying to think of some positive things. Stop being silly, you. She jumps at silly stuff. Not the motorway, not tractors, just silly stuff like a leaf falling off a tree. I was trying to think of some positive things from November. Not many. I was thinking, come on, there must be something good about November. I mean, it's like the calm before the storm of Christmas in December, but there's not much going on, is there? I mean, it's still attractive, scenery-wise, still quite nice. I mean, it's mildish, but you do sort of start to get a taste of winter, don't you, in November? It's dark. I mean, that's not a positive, is it? I mean, there's not much going for November. Let me know in the comments if you've got any kind of positive thoughts towards it. Anyway, it's the start to the vlog. Let's get going. So I am back home after riding Lovely Bee, and I'm just waiting on Lolly because we are all going for a hack. And we're actually meeting someone out hacking as well, which is quite nice. I think it's quite good for Sienna to meet up with other horses while we're out riding. But she needs to arrive first because we're having an absolute faff getting horses in at the moment. They are a nightmare. So I need an extra pair of hands. Afternoon, guys. It is beautiful out here now. You wouldn't believe me if I said 15 minutes ago it was pouring down out here because we needed more rain. Absolutely pouring down, but now it's stunning. And it's actually not that cold today. It's gorgeous. I have a little recap this afternoon. Sorry, it's a really chatty vlog, which I know can be quite irritating. We have fun and games, catching everyone again. My horses are driving me insane at the moment. To bring in, they are nightmares, a lot of them. Just misbehaving. We can't get a system that works. No one's happy if they get left behind. And in the process, they trash my field. I'm on clay. It's a bog out here. I'm trying so hard to leave them out for as long as possible because of Sienna's back, Coop's health and teeth. And they just won't have it. They just want to trash. They just want to trash it. And it's really depressing. And they are so close to having to stay in. We need no more rain. We need a couple of weeks of dry. Otherwise, they're going to have to come in. But I'm trying. Anyway, Sienna's time today. Yesterday, Billy trashed the field. Today was Sienna. Oh, I've just seen a magpie. We need to find it a friend, guys. We need to find it a friend. It's just up there on one of the fence posts. We can have a quick search around. I mean, I'm not really superstitious, but I am when it comes to magpies. We don't need any sorrow. No sorrow needed. I'm playing the lottery tonight. Don't need any sorrow. Oh, I can't see him a friend. Maybe I'll see it when I walk further up. Yes, it was Sienna's turn today. She decided she didn't really want to come in, so she galloped around and left lots of holes in my ground. So anyway, finally got them all in. We went for a lovely hack, fun hack, entertaining hack. Lots of Halloween stuff still out, including a very scary, long and tall, same word, tall witch that was hanging from someone's house, and her kind of cloak was blowing in the wind. You can imagine what the horses thought of that. Oh, and 2 ponies that were in their field, minding their own business, terrified the lot of them. I mean, we had 4 horses between the 3 of us, terrified the lot of them. Honestly, I was like, what's the matter with you lot? Got back from our hack, we all survived, and Mr Coop started itching, like he does every time. And while itching, he knocked his bottom tooth that he knocked on the fence the other day. It was already a little bit wobbly. Knocked it again, started bleeding again. I don't do teeth. It makes me draw in breath through my teeth because I'm like, can't cope. I don't do my teeth. I just don't do teeth full stop. This time Coop's tooth was hanging. Literally hanging. Hanging and bleeding. And obviously it always looks like a lot of blood when it's in the horse's mouth because of saliva. So I was going, oh God, what am I going to do? Bless my equine dentist, because I sent a message going, you need to come this afternoon. And he told me to pull it out myself. And I was like, he then phoned me and he's like, you can do this. And I was like, you know I don't do teeth. And he's like, I know you don't, but he's like, you can do this. And just to clarify, Corporal has, and I can never remember what it's called, hang on a second, EOTRH syndrome. Literally all the roots of his teeth just disintegrate. He's had it since he was young. His teeth are absolutely shocking. It's a horrible syndrome for him to have. I feel so sorry for him. So yeah, one of his bottom teeth was hanging. Anyway, obviously I couldn't pull it out. I was worried about anything that might get left in the like socket, but the thing is, because it will have disintegrated, the body's probably reabsorbed it all anyway. To have got to this stage where it's hanging, even though it's had a bit of a bang, the tooth was on its way out anyway. So obviously I didn't pull it out because I'm too much of a chicken. So the dentist is coming out this afternoon, which is why I'm now not at work, because I've got to wait for the dentist. I chucked Mr Corp out over there. I can't even see him on here. Where is he? That is him up there, isn't it? I can't see on the phone. So that he can eat grass rather than haylage. Interestingly, doesn't seem bothered by it in the slightest. Like, plays around with it a bit, because obviously it's incredibly loose, but still chomping away. He was eating haylage earlier, and now he's chomping away on the grass. Like, has not put him off eating in the slightest. He looks quite happy. So I'm not sure he's feeding much to that tooth anyway, by the looks of it. It looks pretty dead. So that's coming out this afternoon. And yeah, so Billy and Sienna are left in, and yeah, just waiting for the dentist. So it's been a pretty full-on Friday afternoon, and now I've got to get up early tomorrow to go to work that I missed this afternoon. Hey, I bet you'd like some more grass because you were naughty earlier, weren't you? She's like, naughty? Never naughty. Wouldn't do such a thing, would you, dear? So just had let me clean that bit. Just had the dentist out. I checked Coop about 15 minutes before the dentist came to check the tooth was still there, because I thought he might have lost it. It was still there, hanging in, gave it a little wobble, still there. Brought Coop out when the dentist arrived, put him into Sienna's stables, better light and so on. Tooth gone. Tooth not there anymore. He'd taken it out himself, which I knew he probably would, but he must have literally done it in the last few minutes. It's quite a big crater. I'm not going to show you, don't worry, but it's quite a big crater of where it's come out, and there were a few little bits of fragment left which the dentist did take out, and actually Coop really didn't appreciate that at all. Poor chap, felt really sorry for him. He just looked a bit uncomfortable at that point, whereas the rest of the time he's been absolutely fine. So yeah, anyway, it's gone. So I'm gonna go and make him up a really, excuse me, they really want their tea. I'm going to make him up a sloppy feed. Hopefully he'll be all right. He looks a bit shell-shocked afterwards, and it always worries me when they're that kind of little bit older. Like, sometimes it's a bit of a shock to their system. But like I say, losing the tooth didn't seem to be the issue. I think it was just the dentist having a little prod in there. Yuck. Morning. Guess what it's doing again? It's raining again. Oh, it rained a lot in the early hours. I am midway through plaiting big rolls here. Looking beautiful with little Mr Charlie next to me. Anyway, I'm going to get this done and then get Madden tacked up and ready to rock and roll because it's opening week. This man has a really long neck. I've enlisted the help of Carrots and hopefully at some point when she turns up, my mother, to come and help me get the horses in, since they've been absolute nightmares recently. No tooth found. I really thought mucking out this morning I might have found Coop's tooth, which I was kind of excited about and not at the same time. Anyway, either I've mucked it out and it's gone now, or maybe he swallowed it. I hope he didn't, but maybe he did. Or it's still in there and I just haven't come across it yet. That'll be a nice shock one day. But either way, no tooth found, so I can't put it under his pillow tonight for the tooth fairy. He'd have got a few pounds for that tooth. Excuse the hair, guys. I've tried to tell it to calm down, but it just doesn't want to in this wind. I'm with the old boy here. I'm just laughing to myself though, because I've just been at work and I got in my car and drove home, and as I just got out there, I was like, my jodhpurs are really wet. Like, I've got a really wet bum. I was thinking, that's weird. Like, it didn't rain while I was out at work or anything. Anyway, I looked at the back of my coat, and I did jump on a bicycle for a brief bit of time, and I went through some puddles, and it obviously sprayed the back of my coat. And then when I sat in the car on the way home, I didn't feel it, but I obviously sat on the wet of my coat, and now I've made the car seat wet, I've made my bum wet. It's like, So I'm hoping it's going to dry, because I'm going to muck out with wet jods on. And I really need to go and work Sienna, and I'm being a bit lazy because it's like nearly 4:30 and I'm a bit like, I'm over it now. Anyway, I thought I'd do an update on Mr Corp and his teeth, or his lack of teeth now. I don't know if he'll let me show you. He's a bit sensitive to us looking at his teeth anyway. Can you see? Yeah. I'm going to try and... it smells all right, actually. I'm going to try and fish out the grass and the hay that's kind of got slightly balled up in the socket there. Looked really good this morning, looked really clean. But it's just where he's been snacking on a bit of haylage. He's just got a little bit of muck there, so I'm going to try and just get rid of that. I mean, it's a bit of an issue with Coop anyway. He gets a lot of food jammed up in places. But, I mean, itching away like he always does. Just seems not bothered, which is good. What are you doing? I think she can smell me from cleaning out Coop's tooth. She loves to clean, this girl. She really does. It's a bit gross though, Sienna. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's because it's stinky. Yeah. We need to do some work, don't we? We need to do. She's really fascinated by the smell. Oh, I think it's a bit manky, Sienna. I really do. Yeah, well, it's a bit gross, isn't it? I'm going to leave this vlog here and get on and work you, aren't we? Do you think that smells funny? She's like, yeah, it does. Funny girl. Right, I'm going to get cracking.